Good day. We learned today that Bradford has won the City of Culture 2025. We also learned that the council will be spending 3 million quid of cash in an effort to expand the investments, year-round festivities, and opportunities for people of all ages and backgrounds. The UK City of Culture is a programme developed by the Department for Culture, Media and Sport, with the title being held by a different city in the UK every 4 years. It supports cities to set out a vision for culture led regeneration, showing the important role that culture can play in towns, cities, and rural communities. So you can maybe understand my cynicism when you read some of the other headlines from that cultural oasis of Bradford City. Sky News stated that an independent report into child sexual exploitation in England's Bradford district found that children had suffered horrendous abuse while authorities ignored their cries for help. Systematic abuse went unchecked because authorities charged with protecting victims were too frightened to act because the offenders were from immigrant communities, mainly British Pakistani Muslims. They are victims of the worst excesses of political correctness, Sky News said. Ofsted investigated Bradford Children's Services, resulting in the damning conclusion that 4,000 children were in serious danger of serious harm and that 1,720 cases were deemed to be in need of an urgent review. A senior police officer in attendance at the Bradford Council meeting seemed more interested in dispelling the myths associated with child exploitation rather than the issue itself. The children's charity Barnardo's was represented, but they could offer no explanation as to why their very successful disruption program called Night Watch had been published. A grooming gang who raped a 14-year-old girl and abused her systematically and repeatedly over a 2 year period have been jailed. The woman was raped by multiple men in the Keighley area of West Yorkshire over a period of between 2008 and 2009 when she was aged between 14 and 16. The Crown Prosecution Service, the CPS, said that 8 men were found guilty of 23 counts of rape and 2 of conspiracy to rape in 2 separate trials at Bradford Crown Court last year. In yet another case of a grooming gang that targeted mostly young, mostly underage white girls for sexual exploitation and slavery, the UK has made 44 arrests in the so-called Kirklees grooming gang. Previous arrests have been in the Bradford grooming gang, almost all Pakistani Muslims, the Rochdale grooming gang, and the Huddersfield grooming gang. The Bradford grooming gang received a total of 132 years of prison this February. The reports are just coming in, and so far only 2 of those arrested have been named. Those excerpts of reports into Pakistani Muslim Bradford based grooming gangs are just a tiny part of the greater picture. But most disturbingly, not one Muslim convict has been deported after either of conviction or sentence served. We often read that these thugs target white girls because that is the culture. So maybe Bradford should be given 2 awards, one for the 2025 City Awards and the other for getting brazenly away with multiple rapes because the public tends to forget things rather easily. I thank you for your time and I hope to see you again.